Welcome to another episode of the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I ask you to remember to hit that like and subscribe button for more content here on the Curtis Zone as we talk all things action-packed children's programming. Today we are talking about a very popular series that was on Cartoon Network known as Redakai, a history of Redakai. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, as always, news. As always, the first piece of news is going to be important. The first piece of news we got is from the Super Bowl. I hope that everybody saw the Super Bowl and saw the Seattle Seahawks win their Super Bowl championship, my friends. It was pretty awesome, as well as the halftime show with Bad Bunny and Lady Gaga. I mean, come on, who didn't think that show was awesome? I hope that everyone saw it, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it. The second piece of news is a bit of sad news for everybody. I hope that everyone heard that James Vanderbeek has passed away. I saw him in a lot of different projects, from Dawson's Creek to CSI Cyber to the unauthorized, or as it called on there, unauthorized Power Rangers reboot. I saw him, and I think that he was a great actor. So I hope that everyone is as sad about seeing him go as I am. The final piece of news, it has been announced that Warner Brothers will be releasing the second trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 in February the 26th. I hope that everyone's excited for it because I loved the first one and I can't wait to see the second one. Now let's get started with this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a history of Redakai, Conquer the Kairu, and Redakai Lokar Shadow. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as well as that notification bell for more content here on the Curtis Zone. If I forget anything from the series, I want you to put it in the comment section down below, okay? And I want to apologize for that in advance. Let's get started. As always, like and subscribe. Now, Redakai would have its television debut in July 2011, had its final episode in December 2013. It lasted 2 seasons and 52 episodes, and it featured a lot of cool stuff. It was developed for television by Marathon Media Group, who are also the creative minds behind Totally Spies, Amazing Spies, and Martin Mystery. The series was also developed into a popular trading card game, which was sent to us by Spin Master and Fun Gamers and Wizards of the Coast. The series was awesome, and the trading card game was fun. I own 3 extras myself. I personally cannot wait for the movie to come out. That's enough with the non-fiction origin. Let's get into the fictional origin, shall we? And as always, like and subscribe. And so, as far as the origin goes, here's how it went. A great battle took place between a man known as Connor Stacks and an alien known as Lokar. This would result in something known as the Great Cataclysm. During the Great Cataclysm, the power of Redakai would scatter all across the Earth, and it also destroyed Connor Stacks. This would lead Connor Stacks to send his son to train under the eye of Master Bodai. Master Bodai, who trained Connor has now trained Kai, and this would lead to Kai forming a new team known as Team Stacks, and all of them would go around the world to look for the Redakai. The Kairu energy that is a part of the entire universe. And so this also lead to Lokar forming his own teams of Kairu warriors, one of them being Kai's former ally. And this would lead to the greatest adventures of a lifetime. And there you have it, a short, simple, and to the point origin of the story. Now, before we move on to important moments, let's talk about who are the E-Teens. The E-Teens are a group of teenagers that are three apiece that Lokar has sent to battle for the Redakai in his stead. This is because he cannot go outside of his monastery until he has fully regained his strength. So he must send out the E-Teens for him. Also, it is because he according to the rules of Redakai, it has to be 3-on-3 battles. All the teams have to be even for Redakai battles. So yeah. And what is a Redakai battle, you may ask? It is set with even teens, and everybody uses their X drives. Their X drives, which have different powers, which we're going to talk about later in powers and abilities. The first important moment we're going to talk about is when we meet Zane. Zane is self-proclaimed leader of all of the E-Teens and Redakai, and he was once allies with Kai of Team Stacks. This is until he would betray Kai for Lokar because Lokar gave him a better deal. Also, Zane is considered to be equally as powerful as Lokar due to the fact that he knows all of Lokar's moves and he knows all of Kai's moves as well. So, yes, an important moment is when you meet Zane. The second important moment we're going to talk about is when we learn more about Kai's dad, Connor Stacks, who officially speaking, used his power to train and officially sent the Kairu all around the world. Not because he was trying to hide it, but because he was trying to destroy it. He was trying to destroy the power of the Kairu because he wanted to keep it away from Lokar's hands. And this would lead to him sending the Kairu all around the world, and it would become a part of the universe. So yes, that is a very important moment. Now, the third and final important moment I want to talk about is when we meet Team Hivarax. They appeared in Season 2 of Redakai, and they are known as the Creepy Triplets. The three of them are color-coded, and they fight in sync with one another. Being so in sync with one another that they know each other's moves so well to battle against their enemies. This is important because they have no weaknesses. They basically complement each other's strengths and to eliminate all of each other's weaknesses. That is pretty impressive, my friends. Who didn't think that was pretty cool? I have 3 favorite episodes I want to talk to you guys about. My third favorite episode is the episode entitled Redakai Blood. In this episode, Team Stacks are going to Norway in order to find a Kairu relic. However, the Redakai steal their Escaper, which is their flying ship, which is their spaceship, if you will, and they're using it to go to Norway anyway. And so Boomer is left on the shuttle to fight all the Redakai. This would lead to a series of events which would lead to not only the Team Stacks coming out on top, but also Team Redakai being left behind by Lokar. My second ranked episode is the episode entitled The Cataclysm Stone. In this episode, the team go to South Mexico in order to find a relic, but this is not an ordinary relic, it is the Cataclysm Stone, which has the ability to drain all energy from everything everywhere, which is what, and it even drains the Kairu energy out of them. So not only do they have to fight against the Cataclysm Stone, but they also have to fight against the E-Teens who are also after them as well. This was pretty awesome, my friends, because it shows how tough the heroes are compared to the villains. So yeah, my number 1 ranked episode is the episode entitled Tournament of Champions. In this episode, a Redakai master comes to the world and offers each team, including Team Stacks and the other 3 E-Teens, and a chance to battle each other in exchange for new Kairu deposits from his own personal X drive. How the fight's got to go 1-on-1, and they have to battle each other in order to win. So yeah, I recommend everybody watch that episode. That was a pretty cool episode. With all that said and done, let's talk powers and abilities, shall we? Now, the Redakai teens, they have the ability to master their X drives. Each X drive gives them new and more powerful attacks, and it gives them the ability to transform into monsters. Now, the attacks are color-coded. You have red attacks, which are all about packing up a powerful punch. You have blue attacks, which are about attacking a person's mind, and green attacks, which are all about speed. It also gives them the ability to transform into powerful monsters. These powerful monsters are their own personal monsters that they transform into in order to battle each other in Redakai. They get the strength, the speed, the agility, and even the power of whatever monster that they transform into. Now, there are rules to Redakai. One of the rules is that it has to be 3-on-3. It has to be an even number of teams on both sides. And if a team forfeits, that means that nobody gains any Kairu. That is important to know, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me here on the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. As always, remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more content here on the Curtis Zone. If you want to see more of me, my smiling face, of course, more of my bouncing pecs, ladies and gentlemen. As always, do not be shy to get in that comment section down below and tell me about what you think about Redakai. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for any episode period, get in the comment section and I'll get back to you. As always, next episode is going to be pretty fun. I hope that you guys are ready to see it. But before we go, I want you to listen to this guy. I mean, come on, listen to this guy real quick.
All right, you need to watch Dylan's YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Dude's an awesome dude, loves anime, and knows a lot about it. So check him out all the time. Thanks, guys.